Parting is such sweet sorrow. Venom has been violently split from his living costume, spawning 5 deadly alien symbiotes. In fierce 2-player action, Venom joins forces with his archenemy Spider-Man to face the new strain of evil brought to life by chilling computer-rendered graphics. Wait. The life was brought to by graphics? Between the merciless Jury and the awesome abilities like Ghost Rider and Daredevil, Venom's out to part his symbiote offspring from their newfound life. That's interesting. This is Venom Spider-Man Separation Anxiety from Software Creations and Acclaim, released in 1995. Not to be confused with, what's the other one? Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. I think this is the better of the two, but it's hard to say. Side-scrolling beat-em-up, released for the Genesis and Super Nintendo, ported over to the PC. 1 or 2 players can team up. Apparently Carnage is in this game somewhere. The game boasts many thugs that you have to defeat, heavily armored Jury and Venom symbiote children. There's also a cameo assistance of Captain America, Ghost Rider, Hawkeye, and Daredevil. Mediocre reviews, repetitiveness, unoriginality, and lack of cutscenes. EGM's review crew agreed that it isn't much fun finding fault in repetitive fights with the same enemies in the cheap combat with its constant flow of unavoidable hits. They regarded the ability to play as Spider-Man or Venom to be the one good feature of the game. A critic for Next Gen commented that the game's graphics, audio, and gameplay are on par with Maximum Carnage, but there's nothing new or interesting to set the game apart from its predecessor or the other beat-em-up games on the market. GamePro's The Outlaw agreed the designs are unoriginal and monotonous, and was the few critics to find serious fault with the graphics and sound. The sprites lack detail, the thugs have washed out faces, and the heroes look dated. The game deserves dynamic music, digitized voices, and maybe some cool effects, but lacks all these key ingredients. He nonetheless concluded it could be a solid action game worth buying, citing mainly the large variety of moves. Reviewing the Super NES version in the same issue, Air Hendricks held it to be superior due to the more colorful and detailed graphics. He found the Next Gen said the graphics were relatively good, but again emphasized the lack of originality. And yeah, I can totally agree with that. This is one of the most boring beat-em-ups I have ever played, and I've played a lot of beat-em-ups this year. I think it looks fine, I think it plays fine, but just nothing happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same 3 enemies over and over again, and maybe at the end of all of it, you have a good time, but I kind of doubt it. The Tick is a better beat 'em up, and it has just as much repetitive stuff.